Today we are going to talk about adding new chip and fixing unknown chip ID on EZP2023 programmer. So today we are going to, when programming a motherboard, you see this error, unknown chip ID. So today we are going to talk about how you can fix the problem. So this is the programmer and the chip has been inserted into the programmer. So you now go to your system and like you see this error, this is error. So first of all, we'll close everything and start it from the beginning so that you see how error appears. So now you launch the app, that is the application for the EZP2023 programmer. You will launch the application. Once you launch the application will pop up. Then you go on test. If you know how to program, you go on test so that you can check for the chip, so that the programmer can detect the chip. You see, the programmer is unable to see the chip and is showing this error. This is the error that the programmer is showing. So now I'm going to show you how you can fix this particular error on your programmer when programming a system. So the first thing you are going to do is to, on the top corner, you locate device on the top corner of your programming software. That is the device. You click on the device, and once you click on the device, it will load up where you can add the chip. You know, sometimes it may not come with the chip. This, if the programmer does not come with the latest chip, that is how you can add it. So follow up so that you can know how to solve this kind of problem. So once you are here, you will check for the name of the chip and the size. So to do it very simple is to copy that ID that is on the chip that the error appear, that particular ID. You can see the number there. Then once you copy it, you search for the similar IC of that chip that is close, so that you can get it properly, to not give you stress. Once you search for it, the IC is MSIC, so I have to check for something close similar, so that I'll just change only the ID. So now this is the one that I have here. You can see the one that is selected, MSIC, that is the size. Then once you select it, you now go to go to the chip name. Go to the chip name, you change the chip to any letter you want. You can, if you can't see the letter, you just change the chip and add your own letter. Then after changing the chip name, you can look at it, type the chip name. After changing the chip name, you put in the ID, the code that appeared there, the ID of the code. You now type in the ID, the letter there on the error under the chip ID. Then after that, you now click on add. After clicking on add, you now click on save. Once you are done with that, the thing has automatically entered the programming software. So anytime you want to program that particular chip, you can easily detect it. So that is how you can add the chip. Once you are done, you click on exit and exit. Okay, you can see here, that is where I'm adding the chip. I'm typing the chip the chip, you just copy, leave the first 2 letter and add the other 6 digits. Just leave the first 2 digits and add the other 6 digits. You can see there we have the 0x, then you have now type 3, then you now type the rest of the chip ID. Then once you are done, you click on add. After adding, you click on save. Then after that, you now exist and go back to test chip. You go back to test chip. You can see the chip will be selected. Okay, the chip is selected. Then from there you can now program your chip. You see it has now detected the chip, so now you can now start programming your chip. You see now the chip is detected. So it's very simple. Just to follow up, copy the chip ID. Once after you are done copying the chip ID, you go to device, then select the similar chip, then change the name and change the ID. Observe the size of the chip. Observe the size of the chip and also put it. But if you select a similar chip, you don't need to change the size, you don't need to do anything, you just change the ID and the name. But if you don't know this, if you don't do it from the similar chip, you can now type in all those things, all those code there. So that is how you can add a new chip to your programmer in case your programmer is showing that error. So now you see the programming is going successfully. So that is how you can do it. Alright. Okay. You have now, after that, you have to now go and select the firmware. Then and program it. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to program the BIOS now. That is what I'm doing now. You can see the BIOS is programming. So once you are done, you will see that it has shown auto complete. So that is how you can program a BIOS and also fix the error that normally appear. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share and subscribe for more video like this.